Hello everybody, AOG Gaming here, back with another video on Dislyte. So I'm gonna change up my intros a little bit just because I feel like they haven't they haven't really been existing for the most part. Um, I've been just winging it. So I'm gonna start out with what the video is gonna be about, and I'll go in order. Usually it'll be 2 to 3 things, sometimes 4 things, but we'll see how this goes. And if I like it, but here we go. So first, we're gonna do account review, um, probably for like the first 10 minutes, and just because I got a few new legendary espers, I'm building some epic espers, and I just want to show you guys that, and also just like progress in general. I haven't done that in a while, that's why I'm doing that. Next, the update, the new update, the new esper that's coming out, Hilda Hypnos, the Greek god of sleep and dreams. I believe he's actually a dude, but they always do the gender switch, which is fine. Not always, but it's an interesting twist, which I like. And there's other stuff like Shade Mother, the new Ritual Miracle boss, whatever that's coming, and then all the new equipment that is coming as well, which I'm very excited about. And then the balances in between, whatever, and then some other new espers that came out. We'll go over that. Don't worry about it. And then I guess I just want to show you guys some PvP teams, but this will be and just like speed clearing teams because that's pretty much what I can do now with the espers that I have, and these are just R0 espers. Okay, so let's go straight into our and straight into our Esper gallery, or not gallery, I guess just collection. Um, okay, so we got a resonance on what's her name? Okay, yeah, you guys are probably seeing a new Esper there. Where was it? Intisar? I think it was Intisar. No, someone else had a resonance. Who was it? Okay, well, anyway, you guys saw him. So I got Kangji. I think that's how you say it, Kangji. Um, very useful PvP Esper. He's has some pretty niche uses too. He's pretty cool. He is like a tanky TA kind of. Not really. It's weird how he works. But he has AP swapping, which is cool. So he selects one ally and triggers mirror effect, raises the ally's HP percentage to the level of the boss's enemy to the highest HP percentage. Only takes effect if it's higher, blah blah blah, not regarded as healing. Also raises AP of the same ally to the same level of non-boss enemy with the highest AP, same requirements. And then attacks all enemies. And it scales up to 340% of their enemy's max HP. And it's plus 50 or plus that and then the original 50% of Kangji's defense. So obviously you want to build him tanky. As you can see, I have 4,000 defense on him. um, excuse me. So the reason I was able to get this is because I have been grinding a lot of Ocean Set. It's like one of the best sets in the game. Yeah, it's RNG based, but it makes every Esper rotate a lot better and therefore makes them a lot better in any contents because they can just do a lot of things much better. Of course, it's not every content. Sorry, I do take that back because with the new content coming out, you're gonna be wanting using basic abilities for some stuff, or there's gonna be some content where you don't want to just be using their third and second skills, but for the most part, it makes like PvP story mode, Cube Miracle, Sonic Miracle, like it just makes leaderboards so much easier. Ritual Miracle, like makes it so much easier. Ritual Miracle still requires some strategy, like you can use Australia, you can use different equipments, but Ocean sets, and if you build a solid team, I'm pretty sure you can annihilate the enemy team. Just because Ocean sets grant you that 35% ability to reduce all of your ability cooldowns, which is really broken. And it really works the best on espers that don't have a passive ability, because when they do have that, then you basically only get a one cooldown, and that's Most of the time, they're ultimate. There's a special cases where some have their third skill as their passive. Um, yeah, but it's gonna be the best on espers that have ultimate, so third skill, second skill, both activated, and then obviously the basic skill. But that doesn't matter so much. So yeah, and of course I have basically all superior on him, except this one had a defense bonus of plus 53%, so I had to use the superior version of this um, relic, but that's fine. So yeah, he rotates fine, so I don't have to upgrade any of his abilities. Well, for the most part, it's RNG based, but it's fine. If I had his abilities all the way up, he would be an insane PvP unit. Um, and the reason I say he's kind of like TA and Apollo, he's kind of like Apollo and TA if they like merged how they work, but kept more of the Apollo AP control and stun, but then also had like some sort of speed manipulation, AP manipulation, non-boss stuff going on. So it's just interesting. Yeah, and then his third skill is basically a nuke, by the way. It's just the AoE nuke, and same with his second skill. So he's an AoE Esper. He's a tanky AoE Esper, which is interesting. He's a support, but he's a tanky support. Um, yeah, he has a decent amount of basic HP too. So if an enemy's not stunned after the attack, dispels one buff from them, and then has a 60% chance of inflicting minus 20% AP. Each speed grants extra damage. So this is just insane because it's increased by his defense, and really all of his skills are not dependent on his defense. You still want him to have some attack. If he has like no attack, it might be detrimental to well, like you just get 25%, 25%, and then here it doesn't matter. But yeah, for his second and first skill, because if you're not using Ocean Set, or if you don't have the skills all the way up and you're not rotating his skills fast enough, then using these skills is going to be a lot harder when you don't. It's going to be a lot harder using them for damage dealing because they're not going to have a lot of attack. And he's not technically a damage dealer, but he's a support. But he does so much damage because of the amount of defense you can put on a character is ridiculous. Um, so yeah, if they're not stunned, which TA will stun them, but if it doesn't, then dispels one buff for them and then has a 60% chance of inflicting AP. So it'll still do the AP stuff, which is nice. So his second skill and his ultimate all have AP stuff, which is amazing. And then some nuke, well, more like sweeping. It's not a lot of damage unless you can really increase his attack and defense to the maximum. Um, and then word launch, which is interesting because he inflicts disease, which is nice because Ahmed and Dispellers are really the only ones who can get rid of it. And then he deals true damage, and it scales with boss enemy with the highest HP, and it's up to 100% of Kanji's defense. So for in my case, 4,000. So this character, I was sleeping on him at the beginning. I definitely was. I thought he was like he's okay. No, he's really good. But you have to use him in a specific team, and I'll show you what team I'm using him in. And then he increases your defense by 30%. But if you're mostly going to be using him for PvP, so I would just use Clara at the beginning if you're going to go a defense lead. Or speaking of another character that I got, here is our Thor, our Donner. And we also got Jiatu Lian because like we said, we're trying to collect every new Esper that's coming out so far. I was trying to get Zeus because I never Gaius because I never ended up getting him. I wasn't here for when he came out. Like I wasn't playing the game. Um, so I kind of might have to wait for that because there's only 6 days left, and I would love to, but I only have 4 wish stones left because I spent all of my time grinding to get Leon. And yeah, I guess Gaius would be cool, but I don't have any of the Abilimons to max him out right now. Right now, I'm maxing out Camille Haiti because I almost have her at R6, so I'm basically maxing out Espers at higher resonance because I know I can get them max resonance faster, and they're going to be much more useful, even if they're like R2 Espers, because then I can rotate their skills much better. So that's how I'm using my legendary Billimons. And then, obviously, which Espers need them, which Espers don't. Like Athena, you don't need you don't use you need to use any legendary Abilimon. Sorry, I was trying to think of her name. Athena Leora, right? Yeah. Athena Leora, you don't need any skills because she's really only useful for wave clearing. That's literally all she's useful for. So, um, I didn't do a Leon review, but I've seen Leon. I played with her a few times. That sound right. I used her on my team many times. She is insanely good. If I had my skills up, she would be better, but it is what it is. She's an R2 Esper for the most part. R6 is like when she's really broken. Um, I mean, yeah, she's kind of a PvP unit. She works as a healer. I would say she's kind of better than Sally at probably at R2. Because Sally, she'll just because I'm just comparing her because for healers like the real healers, we have Clara, we have Sally, and we have Ahmed. Those are like the three main healers in the game that consistently heal everything. And then Queen Mother, but she's more of a buff dispeller. Um, yeah, they're like the main three legendary espers that everybody uses for healing and just support in general because they're really good. Sally more R6 obviously because she's really broken at R6, but yeah, at R0 I don't know. Sally seems still pretty decent because she is dispelling buffs as well. In some cases that's detrimental, so Leon will be better, but Sally is definitely insanely good. And then she heals, she reduces the amount damage taken. Um, and the dispelling one of their debuffs and heals them is so good because in like content like Cube Miracle, the game. So I have to say this like real quick because this is a big point. We might talk a little bit more about my account, but it's fine. I'll squeeze in everything. Don't worry. So the game is kind of going to shit. I'm sorry to say that, everybody. I'm sorry for swearing, but for the most part, the only way to beat anybody in this game, no matter what, like you can spend any amount of money you want. The one thing in this game that matters, and basically all the content, tower content, like, yeah, you need damage, you need stats, you need to do some good stats, but there's only one real thing that matters. One stat that is this game is based all upon, basically, and that is speed. Speed is the one thing in this game that if you have more of, you can set up and basically make a speed clearing team that's indestructible. The reason I say this is because even if you have characters with like 100% resist and stuff, you just give that speed equipment, or if you have other equipment with similar speed, um, and you build a tanky Esper to counter that, because now your Espers are going to be taking more turns and are going to be faster, so they're going to be able to use their abilities. Well, I guess they're just faster. They gain more AP faster, so they take more their turns before the enemy team. So your Espers are just going to be that much better because they're doing a lot more compared to the enemy team, where they have to wait for you to take your turn first and then go. So that's why I say it's bad, because it doesn't matter what espers you have, especially in PvP. In PvP, it literally does not matter because the stats are so balanced for the most part in equipment that you only have like one character that has insane defense, like for example, my Kangji, or you have one character with a lot of HP, like you would probably do I don't know, oh no, Hestia you want to have well, Hestia you would split, like the stats are pretty split, but like Jin Yu Yao, Queen Mother, most of her abilities are based on HP, and you want her to have a lot of HP so that she can live. Um, so yeah, it really doesn't matter because there's only specific units you build that way for specific contents, but for the most part, speed is universal. It works in Cube Miracles. Like, it's actually one of the defining things in Cube Miracle. If you don't have enough speed, you kind of can't go through it, which really sucks because it's the one thing that's limited. I don't know why Lilith Games did that. I don't think they did it on purpose, because I still like the concept of speed being a thing in the game. But the problem is that it literally becomes the only thing that you can do to make things harder, other than like making ridiculous teams. But like that's been a thing for a while. Like you get I don't know, three Narmers and two Isises on the enemy team, and you're just like, well, what am I supposed to do at this point? Like if you don't have enough speed to, stun most of them and then kill them off, and specifically the Isises, and then keep controlling them and pushing their AP down so that you can continue dealing damage and kill them before they, at least three of them, because if three, they're so overpowered, it's ridiculous. Same with story mode, like it's a little different story mode. Story mode you can pretty much just clear on your own. I don't think it's really reliant on speed, but PvP, Cube Miracle, like trials, all this stuff. Ritual Miracle is more definitely more strategy based. If you have an insanely good strategy for Ritual Miracle, that doesn't matter. But it does matter for leaderboards, for content, for basically getting the fastest score, or the best score, because you have the more speed, you're gonna go before the boss. Well, if it works, if that strategy works on that boss. Some bosses, I don't think it, or at least for some of the events, I think one boss was like the more turns your your team took, the faster they gained AP or whatever. So it was kind of detrimental, like a double edged sword. But Sonic Rift, Sonic Miracle, Desolate Lands, Cube Miracle, Temporal Tower, Infinity Tower is different, so that one definitely requires more strategy. Chaos Realm, even, like you just need more speed. Like, yeah, I can show you guys. So like, because this will tie into what I'm going to talk about next. So I have 25 stars here, and really I just need these last 2 stars. I cleared basically all of these floors with one team, and guess what team? Well, basically a variation of a team. So this is basically the team I used for any tanky things that I had to do. So here they gained invincibility and they were recovering HP, and they had buffs. So I have buff strippers, I have AP pushers on my team, and I have immunity. So just in case they try and do anything. Well, so you put Seer, right? I think. Oh no, you don't. Okay. Um, but you can freeze, right? Right. So Odette freezes, which really sucks. So that's why I have Pan, because Pan is very universal. Pan is so good. I've when I got him, I told you guys he's insane. He is like the one Esper in this game that you can use for basically anything related to speed clearing. If you need immunity, he's perfect. And specifically for speed clearing, because crit damage, and he gives you speed. Like it's just so good. Speed, crit damage, crit rate, and immunity is just all you need for speed clearing. um so yeah, and then I think if I go here, will it show you a different team? Okay, so not that one. So then this one, I have to see if it's gonna change, because I think that's just the team that I was trying. Yeah, okay. So for some of the teams I had to, yeah, so I didn't use Pan, and I didn't use Brewster. I used Gabrielle, and who else did I have? Someone else. So basically just speed clearing. Who else did I have? I know I had someone else. I didn't have Kanji, did I? Know? Oh yeah, I had what's his name? Uh Actually, I don't know why I used him. Interesting. Yeah, I had Javid or Samash. Um, Mostly because he's just helping out. Oh, I didn't even realize that they put all the skill ups. Oh wait, no, I'm checking the wrong Esper. I should be checking one that I didn't put any skills into. Oh wow, I didn't even realize that was a thing in this game mode. Oh, that's actually really nice. You basically get to play with them at max capacity. Well, that's why it was so easy. I was like, why is this so easy? I thought I would have to have better gear for this. And I was like, wait, no, the gear's all normal. And then I was like, but this is still really easy. They're like using their skills pretty easily. And I was like, oh, okay, well, this is it. Okay, so I did not know that your characters have all their abilities maxed out. That's actually really, really broken. Holy cow. Um, so yeah, I was not using Sally. Definitely no. But yeah, something like this, and then some more damage dealers. Oh yes, and then also Camille, because she does put seer as well, so I can put like double seer, and then there's bleed, like, and then she's gonna do extra damage and diseased and extending buff. So yeah, she was also good for some of the harder ones. So which one was it? Was it this one? because they all have specialty rules. So yeah, so this one was like leaders stuff. So it was a very tanky meta, as you can see on the opposite team. It's just healers, revivals, AP pushers, damage mitigation, and defender tier. Because I don't have him yet because yeah, Desolate Lands is a little bit hard for me right now. I have to build. I have to get enough equipment. Right now, I'm just on the equipment grind. And I've been getting pretty decent sets, but so far all I have is attack and like damage dealing equipment, and with variation, like there's tyranny, there's speed, there's ocean, there's avatara, and then like crit rate, crit damage. That's part of the damage dealing is that I'm talking about. So attack bonuses, damage dealing. I've got a lot of HP defenses pieces, and then a lot of defense, but I haven't gotten very good speed. I have decent speed, so to the point I'm in point war 12 now, so I'm able to at least say that I'm starting to contend. And it's been pretty easy. It's not that hard. It's just, I mean, I'm doing a speed lead, so if an enemy team is faster than mine, and then they have TA, I'm basically screwed. Like there's not much I can do. For the most part, it's fine, but yeah, or ollies, like it just ruins my team because I don't have the gear to compete, and it's really just all about speed, which sucks. Um, okay, so we'll move on. So yeah, so it really like Kongji and Leon, they're kind of universal where you can use them. They kind of slot in. They are a little niche, so you do have to use them on specific teams. But I mean, it's pretty much just that. Um, I mean, enemy miss rate plus 25. Like you add this with Loki's miss rate, like you could. I don't know if there's a cap on miss rate, but you could probably use Arcana, Hermes, Loki, Tricky, or and then Leon and Jiao too, and you have a lot of miss rate going up here. Or you can use Aphrodite, Alexa, because she does have miss rate on her first skill, and it's like a 70% chance, which is pretty decent. Um, and then yeah, she when an ally falls, revives and heals them. That's yeah, like it's she's just a healer reviver. Like healer revivers are always going to be universal in every unit. She does have attack down too, like that's even better. And then she has some AP manipulation, so like it's just a really solid support that you can use everywhere. And then yeah, I got Donner finally from the store for free. I didn't get him from drawing. Don't worry, that would have been a waste getting him from a gold record draw, or whatever the flow draws. Um, yeah, and he's just a nuker. Like I'm not really gonna use. He's not one of the greatest espers, free espers, because he was one of the first free espers. Apollo's definitely better, and then Camille is probably the top free esper. Actually, no, I think yeah, and then third would probably be well, I guess she's not technically free, but um, Elaine Nyx, because she was free, but she's not anymore. So that's kind of a loss on people who weren't here for that. But yeah, she was totally free. So to be fair, she's a really good single target damage dealer, and she's been great for Celestial Anomaly, and just in content where I'm using Mateo. So Fafnir, insanely good because she deals so much damage. It's just ridiculous. And then you put her with Athena Leora, and then she just becomes even more powerful. So it's just insanely good. And then the epic espers that I'm building. So I'm building Changi, I think Changi, Hang Yue. And I'm probably butchering these names like crazy. And then of course the red and white twins, so Death Guard Hei and Death Guard Bai, or Jie Chuyi or Jie Yuji, something like that. um, yeah, and because they're actually really good, like just together, and you can build some pretty decent comps around them. So I'm building them because they're pretty much really good in like just attack support in this game. Well, controller and then a fighter, but yeah. And then together they're just really good. And then his Heaven Awaits, his ultimate, the White Twin, Death Guard by insanely good. Like insanely good. The second turn of extending the target's debuff by one turn, you add that with the Camille too, like things will go crazy. And then of course the red twin will activate his ultimate again. So now you're extending the debuffs by 3 turns. That is broken. especially if you're trying to do something crazy with like um Falcon or Horus, because he has that debuff that kind of is cracked if you use it right. Let me collect these real quick. Okay, so I'm gonna just show you guys some speed lead or not speed lead, but just some PvP teams that I've been using. Um, oh wait, how many records do I have? I almost have enough, don't I? Oh yeah, I just need 30 more gems, and I okay. Just spending my Nexus crystals and records as soon as I get them. You know, like the addict I am. Okay. Um. So yeah, I guess we go PvP point war. Okay. So my defense has been pretty great. It's at 5. This last week was 3.5. Um. But yeah. So we got. Well, it doesn't really matter. I put a lot of ocean sets just so because I don't have their um sets. I don't have their abilities all maxed out, so this is really good. And I put stun on Pan because he does have a lot of AOE. Um, not in his first skill, but his second skill, and then he does have that AP boost, so then he can at least be attacking a lot more. Um, and then yeah, he basically has stun in his kit already, kind of with his first skill and Panic Gaze, so it's just a little bit more controlly. And then of course Tia has stun with her. She has guaranteed, not guaranteed if they can resist or miss, but basically guaranteed stun on TA. Um, and then of course the speed lead, because really that's the meta. Having more speed is for attacking or defending is really nice. For defending, you don't really need it. You could probably do HP lead, but the speed cleave is just so disgusting right now. It's pretty much the only thing you use. So I'm using Xiao Tu Lian because, like I said, she is very good. You got Ashley. Sorry, you got the speed cleave meta specifically, not just Ashley. Um, like well, two specific espers. So Apollo and what's her name? It's at the tip of my tongue. Njord. What's her name? Gabrielle. Njord Gabrielle. She and Polo Lucas attack like 5 times or multiple times on both of their skills, and they're all AOE. So having having Jiao Tu Lian is so broken because especially when she has her bubble up. If she doesn't, then it doesn't matter because they get the defense up. So even if Gabrielle lands her defense break on your team, you still have that defense up, and you have shield, and you're getting healed every time they take a hit. So that is just disgusting. And then Liana's 35k health, which is not a lot, but uh, I don't have a lot of good stat building for my ocean set for her right now because she has a decent amount of resist, but I could really use that crit rate, take it off, and add it onto the health as some equivalent amount. Um, but yeah, it's fine. And then yeah, apparently Kangji is just disgusting because he is going to deal a lot of damage because he has 4,000, and he also just lives because he has so much defense. The only character that can really counter him with that much defense is Beyondia when he's not buffed, which is kind of hard because as you can see, have two buffers, and one of them gives immunity. So yeah, um, so yeah, we'll see how this goes. And then he already has the starting buff with the shield, so it's only for 2 turns, but that's all you need at the beginning, you know. Um, and then the reason I'm also using Leanne is because she's gonna give defense up. It's 60%. I could use Ashley and yeah, actually I could probably put Ashley right there, and then I would just be dealing so much freaking damage. But then Queen Mother is just so no. Okay, you know what? It's been a 5.0 defense, but I can use Ashley because she is broken too. Because I do have Leon as a healer, but like Ashley's so disgusting. So actually I'll do this because Kanji is very tanky. I mean he has 22 HP, but he has 4,000 defense. So really he only gets sliced by Beyondia or characters that have ignored defense. But they no character really ignores 100% defense except for Poseidon Beyondia. So I think it's gonna be hard to kill him. So we'll just save this here for now. And I'll show you my team that I'm using for fighting. Okay, so that's a speed lead. This is not a speed lead. So I'm in point war 12, which kind of sucks for me because I'm only level what 86, 85, 87. What's going on? Why are you lagging so much? Jesus Christ, Dislyte. Okay, I'm 86. So, facing level hundreds is a little challenging for me sometimes. But this game is kind of RNG based, so they don't always have the best characters. I don't know why this person's going with that, but I'm not going to gain anything from that. This is you can tell this person's good is because not just the amount of resonances, but he has a maxed out. Oh wait, no, but he could have gotten that from draws, but no. Just the way this team is built is giving me red flags all over it. And his name is Dominatrix, and he has Embla. Okay, yeah, no. Um, maybe I'll beat this. He does have Gabriella at R5 though. Jesus freaking Christ! I'm probably gonna lose both of these battles. So I'll pick this one because technically it's weaker. Technically, yeah. I knew I was gonna lose that. I could probably switch some Espers around, but I'm not gonna try too hard. Speed lead again. This is getting really annoying, actually. So we'll do that. So this is what we had for our defense. So it still works as a speed cleave team. As you can see, TA and Ethan are most of the support. Kanji had some support too. Protection is all Lian and a little bit of Ashley. And Ashley didn't do any damage. Oh, I think we killed him beforehand. Let's replay that because I'm like, Ashley, I have a lot. She has like 4,000 attacks. She's good. She's gonna deal insane attacks. She's supposed to. So actually, let's see. Okay, yeah. So they had more speed. Like that's literally the whole point of the game at this point. Oh, okay, yeah. But now we swapped. Okay, yeah. Oh, Ashley died. There we go. But at least we got the AP push at the beginning because I think we got critted on. So that was fine. Oh, oh wow. Yeah, and the stuns are just so broken. We gotta kill that Clara though. Okay, good. Well, we still won, but like I was like this would have been a very close game then. Which is fine. We got no revivers, but that's fine because his team didn't have any revivers either. But he did have Ollie, which is a nice little addition I think to his team. And yeah, epic espers are fine, but like once you're at point war 12, like you really got to be using the legendary espers with maxed out abilities, which is not what I'm doing, but I do have equipment and some characters with maxed out abilities to balance out my team. Yeah, there's no way. Oh my god, yeah, maybe. Okay, Samash. Okay, yeah. See, I'm literally just facing Ollie and just speed lead after speed lead. That's all I'm facing. This one looks weaker, but I don't know. They have more resonances. See, oh, this guy's level 66. Actually, we might be able to just sweep this. Yeah. Okay. Hey, level 66 and point war 12. My God, dude, you're pushing really far. I kind of don't take PvP seriously because it's like you need the right units and the right equipment, and it's all about speed. That's pretty much it. This speed cleave meta. Okay, yeah, there we go. Ashley did 49% of the damage. That makes a lot more sense. And yeah, Kenji is not doing as much as he is normally would, just because he is support. And also because Leanne is only giving 60% push, and he has no other defense push. Like he basically has 4,000 plus 60% of that. So I don't know, 2,400. Yeah, so he has like 6,400 defense when Leon gives that push, which is a decent amount, but you need like 10k for him to be dealing insane, which you can. I'll show you a team. So here, that probably would have been a great team, but we could probably do it against Savage. This guy's a level 60. Well, he's in point war 10. Why? Wait, why? Oh, I'm getting nothing from this, but I guess I'll just show you guys. Well, I'm only level 86. I'm not. I can't really face level 100, so this is really detrimental to me. But we do have more speed, so let's. Ashley will give defense. You will give defense, and now we could put Sal. I don't want to put Sally. Sally was just not it. I mean, we could put Yamato, but Yamato's a. I mean, yeah, if we're just trying to see raw damage here, you know what? Let's do it. Whatever. We'll just quick equip him. I don't care. We'll deal with it later. So we'll do a quick battle, but we might lose. Oh no, we didn't. Yeah, there we go. So now it's spread out more. TA is still doing a decent amount. Well, Yeah, okay, let's play this. But TA is doing a decent amount of damage, though. I'm surprised. So we'll probably go after Hilda in the next video. I do apologize, guys. And the new espers, because I really do that anyway. I kind of wait until the event comes out, because it's much better doing it while we're there, and you never know when lasting minutes can change. Dislyte isn't usually like that, but it always happens. So I never review something until it's like out officially and I can actually look at it. Because then it's in the game, and it's like if they change it, then everyone will get the change, not just me. So like I can review that as we go along, and that's why I don't like reviewing espers until there are six, because then that's their basically they're at when they're at 100%. But I do the light, R0 version, and then when they get to their best resonance, I'll probably do a full review on them, and then when they get to R6, I'll do the final review, obviously. Ollie speed lead, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to beat that. It's like just a level hundreds. Yeah, okay, well, we could probably beat this pretty easily. Yeah, okay. Let's look at the stats. Um, yeah, I'm still surprised that T is doing that much damage. But yeah, Kangji is a little bit more in line with Ashley now. Yamato did some decent damage actually. And now the support is kind of spread all over the place, which is good. It's interesting how it works now. So basically, everyone is supporting each other and dealing decent damage. And really, Leon and Yamato are the only ones with less damage and more protection as a result, and a little bit less support. But Kanji, interesting because he does do AP stuff, but I don't think it's working really well. So let me take out. I don't think I'm gonna use Kanji, but yeah, this is just a cool little. Okay, well this is 10, but he's level 100. Okay, yeah, this I'm gonna have to do a better team. So we'll take all you guys out because I don't need Jugo. So built an actual like meta comp. Just speed clearing because I don't need healing if I'm just gonna be like destroying them all. And we do need Pan though, because Pan is pretty much the only thing that keeps us from dying instantly. Yeah, that was a loss. I was like level 100. He's point war 12. Like yeah, no. That we're not gonna challenge that. That's here's a 20% speed lead there. Ooh, this is a Parmy. Parmy is pretty like she's actually good. I'm gonna lose there. Yeah, now I'm just facing really overpowered, and it doesn't matter because they have either enough resist or enough speed to just outspeed my team. And you can't check, which is bullshit. Like, come on, Lilith Games. The one fucking thing you can do in this game, I apologize for swearing, is show us stats in every game mode so we can at least know what we're facing. Because that's the one thing people use to calculate damage. Otherwise, now we just leave it to RNG, and it just really sucks. So, yeah, this video's going on really long. Holy shit. Okay, we're gonna go to 40 minutes. Screw it. Um, yeah, so I do have some speed clearing teams, but for the most part, it's been kind of yeah, and then that'll be my defense. I think I'll switch back with Jinyu Yao. So actually, because that was a solid defense against level hundreds. If I can do that, I know that team is pretty solid. So this team, um, so yeah, we'll save it there. Whatever. Well, anyway, thank you guys for watching. As always, AOG Gaming here. If you're enjoying the content, please like and subscribe. Really shows your support. Helps me out, keeps you up to date with my content. 101 subscribers last time I checked. So you guys, or no, 102. My apologies, my bad. 102, amazing. Yeah, I'm working outside lands this weekend, so I will make. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm working outside lands, so I will try and make enough money, and then well I already calculated, so I will have enough money, but I have to wait until I get paid, and obviously have to work this weekend and do that. um but yeah, we're gonna get a computer and we can start making better videos, so we're getting close to a bigger channel, kind of like at least better videos, more consistent, less all over the place. But yeah, as always, I thank you guys. Your support means so much to me. It's really the only reason I'm like posting is because like I see people actually commenting, viewing, like even a comment like I like this video game. I'm like amazing, like just a community of people who love this game, coming here. They can like watching my videos if they do. Um, so yeah, it really helps me just go through my life, go through my day, and be like, I'm happy that I'm playing video games and sharing my experiences and helping people. So thank you guys. It does mean a lot. Yeah, just a little side note for you guys today. I am in pain today because I ran 31 miles yesterday. Um, and if you don't believe me, here's some proof. Actually, let me go real quick to show you guys. There's a few games I want to start also recording. So this will be the last thing, and then I'll see you guys later after this. But yeah, 20. Well, start recording afterwards. But yeah, basically ran from SF to Mount Tamalpais. But yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for watching as always, and I will see you guys later.